Welcome to an all new Beyond the Barricade. I'm your host, Papa Dank, and today we are doing a very special VPW episode because tomorrow in Bayshore is the Gold Rush Rumble, and I'm so excited because it is my favorite show of the year. And I got a very special guest returning to VPW, the one and only Evie de la Rosa. What's up?
Hey, how you doing, Papa Dank? Thank you.
um,
Thank you for having me here.
Thank you for coming on. I wanted to have you on since the last time I saw you at BPW.
I remember. That was like what, 2020, something like that.
Yeah, I think it was right before the pandemic too.
Yeah, right before
A
all
lot's
hell broke loose.
a lot's changed for me since then. Before I used to just do it at BPW. Now I'm
Yes, I remember. I was coming in the venue and you were talking, and I think I just walked right through when
I,
you were recording.
I think so. Now I'm coast to coast, Evie. I'm everywhere.
Yeah.
All right, let's start with tomorrow's show you're going to be on, which is of course the VPW Gold Rush Rumble, where you are in a number one contenders match.
Heck yes.
Wow. What two debuts with you on that night in this match with Mother Endless and Salem coming by to VPW. But you've been at VPW before. So you,
Yes.
you got the advantage over them.
I do to an extent. Back when I was there,
Uh,
2020 or whatnot, I had a different attitude
mhm,
back then.
uh,
I'm coming tomorrow with a different attitude.
uh,
So those fans that were there in 2020 might see a different Evie de la
different.
Rosa,
Uh-huh.
but still with the same intention of winning, right? That's what we're
Okay.
here for.
That's what you're here for. And you succeed in that match, which everybody always comes on and says, I'm going to win. So I don't think you'll be any different than everybody else.
They should be, right? If you're in this business,
You
you're
got
in
to
the
be in it to
matches
win
because
it.
you want to win them. If you're just there to have fun, then you better
A-
sit in the crowd, right?
Absolutely. And you win this match, then you get to face one of these women at the next
Yes,
show.
yes.
Either
I mean,
that.
I would have loved to go there tomorrow to just wrestle
Uh-huh,
Valentina, but
uh-huh.
that's fine. I get it. I know I have to get in line, right, for my
That's right.
opportunity. So after I win tomorrow, then I will face whomever is the winner of that one,
Ha-
Vasquez or Kelsey.
or Kelsey, yeah. Have you ever wrestled Valentina before?
No, none of them.
Really?
No, I've
Really?
seen them. I was in a show where Kelsey was. I've been in shows where Mother Endless has been, but never had the chance to face her inside of the ring until tomorrow. So looking forward to it.
It's That's awesome, man. She's like got the title for like a couple of years now, Valentina.
She did. She has.
Yeah,
I
she's
thought it
had it
was
for
a
like
year. It's been 2 years or something.
no, it's been a since the pandemic ended. Really?
Oh, but you know why is that though?
Why? Because she never faced you.
Oh, you're so smart. See, you got it.
I got it. I get it.
That's why. I know she's faced a bunch of other, tough competitors, but
Right.
you know,
She
once
has.
she faces me, that'll be a different story.
I think she's got a longer reign than Roman Reigns right now.
Good for her. That means she's a strong champion. Unless
uh,
I have to tell you, I've seen some of her matches, and some of those the way she's won them, it's questionable.
that's question.
It's questionable to say the least. So, and I get it, be
Just
the
like
champion by
Roman.
all means, but it's questionable champion.
You also have this coming up too. You are facing Notorious Mimi.
I do. Another one, Papa Deng, that
Wow.
we've been in shows again, plenty of times in the same shows, but not facing each other. And
Right.
this one I'm particularly looking forward to, I want to see
Awesome.
what she brings in the ring. I've seen her matches. I know what she's
Right.
capable of doing,
Right.
but, again, she hasn't faced me. I think she's going to have a rude awakening.
I've seen her wrestle at VPW actually, and yeah, she's
Yeah,
tough.
yeah,
She's
yeah.
tough, man.
Seen her there. I've seen her in Connecticut, in Massachusetts, some other
Uh,
shows that I work for. And she's great. I mean, I give
yeah.
it to her. She's great, but I mean,
NXT
I
too.
love competition. So bring it.
That's good. All right, let's begin with how
Yes.
did you fall in love with this wonderful world of professional wrestling?
Oh my goodness. So that was maybe 15, 20 years ago.
Uh-huh.
Long time ago. I'm from Puerto Rico. So in Puerto
Uh-huh.
Rico, the wrestling of the lucha libre is really famous. So
Very famous.
everyone, on the weekends used to back then Watch TV, the two main companies
Mhm.
over there, IWA and WWC. So I was one of those little kids watching the show every Saturday and Sunday. I, was in love with wrestling. I went to one of the shows in a town close to where I lived, and I asked the DJ, "How can I learn to do that?" Yeah, he gave me some numbers of some of the wrestlers that had schools over there. And when I was old enough and I had a vehicle to drive myself to the school, I went to the school. I was maybe 18, I think, 18 or 19.
You got to get to the school.
I got to get to the school. I got to pay for the school. It's not free.
My son is in the same dilemma. He's
He
got to
is?
get to the school, yeah.
How old is he?
20.
20, yeah. So you need to have the income to pay because those are not cheap either.
I told him I'll help him in the initial one, but he's on his own.
Yeah. So I went there. I was in the school maybe for a year, and then I changed to a different school to learn a different, more Mexican style. And then I got my tryout with one of those companies, and they hired me, and the rest is history, how they say it.
Awesome. Who were some of your heroes growing up?
Wow, it was from over there, from Puerto Rico. There was a female wrestler called La Tigresa. She was this badass woman. And back, I'm talking about 1995, 1999. So it was not common to see women wrestling. And over in the companies in Puerto Rico, they brought Lita when she was there, April Hunter. They brought Jacqueline. So they used to bring a lot of women, international stars, because there were not many wrestlers in Puerto Rico.
Right.
So I think that was the woman, when I saw the La Tigresa from Puerto Rico, that I was like, I want to be like her when I grow up.
That's awesome. All right, cool. All right.
Yeah.
So you trained. What was your first professional match, and who was your opponent, and what were your thoughts during that first match?
Yeah. So my first professional match was my tryout for that company, and it was a tag match. I was the only woman because, again, there were not many women. Right. It was a tag match, me, and there was a guy that had like a clown character. Whatever, and then against two guys that were like military guys and whatnot. I loved it, of course, because that's your chance, right? That's your chance to prove that you belong in the wrestling business as a wrestler, not as a ballet, not as a manager, you know what I mean? So we won the match, and then we went to backstage, and Sabio Vega was there, and Miguelito, some known, those are the owners of the company that I started working on. And then they saw the match, and then they say, yeah, I think we can do something with you. So come back on Saturday, something like that. It was great. I loved it, and I don't know, I kept doing it.
Awesome. All right. Then you decided to come to the United States to wrestle?
Yes. So I stayed there maybe for 2-3 years with the company, and then I wanted to experience different styles. I was looking for more competition, and I say it in a good way. There were women starting in the business in Puerto Rico, but I wanted to experience women that came from Japan or from the United States or stuff. So I moved to Massachusetts in 2008, something like that. And I right away started working for companies in the Massachusetts area, Connecticut. Then I took a break for like 4 years or something, 4 years, to pursue my because I had a bunch of goals in my life, not just wrestling.
Right.
So I took a break to pursue my professional and personal goals. And then I did that, and now I'm back. I said, now I can revisit that thing called wrestling that I put in the shelf. And that's where I am today.
That's
doing
awesome.
It all over again.
Good. All right. Who has been your favorite opponent so far, and why?
That's a tough question.
Yeah, everybody always
you were going to ask me like tough questions.
Everybody always says that's a tough question, and then the people that work with me, they say that's not a tough question. That's easy. Yeah.
So that I enjoy working, I wouldn't call it enjoyment, because if I'm in a match with someone, that person is trying to beat the crap out of me, right?
That's right.
Just like I am. Beating the crap out of them. But currently, and I'm going to talk about this past 2 years, I've enjoyed wrestling JC Storm. I beat her several times. She beaten me too. I've enjoyed working Clara La Chica Carreras.
Yes.
She's she's good. I have to give it to her. So I would say from this past year, these two women, not to take anything from all the other ones because I've wrestled a lot of people,
Right.
but these two, I think they have been tough competitors, tough opponents for me. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. Who would you like to wrestle that you haven't wrestled so far?
Someone asked me that a year ago in a podcast, and I'm gonna say it again.
Okay.
Thunder Rosa.
Thunder Rosa. That's
Yeah.
a good one.
Yes,
That's a good one.
I know she's out and she's injured or whatnot, but
she might be coming back soon.
She might be. I love her style. Yeah. I love her style. I love how aggressive she is, and that I don't know if you've seen my matches, but I'm that style. I'm very aggressive and very in the match, in the moment, which is how you should be, right?
Yeah.
So I enjoy Thunder Rosa. I would love to, square it off against her.
I think she's fantastic.
She is.
Really represents our Latino culture.
For that same reason also,
Damn, we had you before the Rumble. We're having Hispanic Heritage Month next month. We should have
What was that?
We're having Hispanic Heritage Month next month.
There we go. So I'm gonna give them a gift before the Heritage Month.
That's right.
Who knows? Maybe I'll come back next month. If I win, I'm definitely coming back.
Oh yeah, if you win, then you have to.
When I win, I just fixed it. When I win, I'll come back.
Good. All right, let's go to a favorite venue that you've wrestled out of and why.
Oh man, it has to be. So back home in Puerto Rico, there was this place. It's like a basketball big place venue called Pepin Cestero. That's where the company was famous on. And we had hurricanes and it was destroyed. Well, it was recently reopened like last month. So I had the opportunity to go back to Puerto Rico to the same company that saw me, beginning my wrestling career. And they gave me the chance to wrestle back in that same place. So it was just very emotional to be able to go back to Puerto Rico and go back to wrestle in that venue that's loved by so many of our, Puerto Rican wrestling fans. I think that's the best place. Yeah.
And the crowd is crazy down there.
Yes, exactly. And it's very different if you're here.
It is.
Well, if you saw Backlash.
I did, but I just from friends who are in the business who wrestle down there, they tell me like, hey, it's crazy down there, bro.
It's insane. So people
you gotta go down there.
They're very passionate, and they make this. They have some coordinatas, we call it, and they make sounds, and everything you do, that's just sound to what you're doing. It's very different to the fans here in the United States, which are more observant or more like whoa. Or clap. It's really different.
It's one of my goals to be down there for.
You have to, man. You have to.
I'm trying. I'm trying to get my friends to, do something down there and take me.
True, yeah.
Federation you want to wrestle in that you haven't wrestled in yet?
What? I'm sorry.
No, a federation. Like
a federation that I have won to and I have not.
And I'm gonna give you one that you should.
You're gonna give me one.
I'll tell you one you should go to.
Yeah. I'm very selective, Papa Dank, on where I go. So I think I've gone everywhere that I've wanted to. Will work for everywhere that I wanted to. I worked for WWE. I haven't worked for AEW, nor that I'm pursuing it either. So what do you have? Now I'm curious.
I'm going to talk about the federation I am a part of as well, besides VPW, which is Wrestling Is Now.
Wrestling Is Now?
It is owned by the world famous SATs.
Good.
As you can see me there with the two of the.
I can see you there with a belt.
Oh, that's my championship. That's the 23-6.
That's your championship. The 23-6. Excuse me.
YouTube
there you go.
Look at that thing.
Yeah. Now I can see it. 23.
It's defended 23 hours a day, 6 days a week, and so far nobody's taken it from me.
That's amazing.
As you can see, Joel S. from Maximo is checking it out over there.
Yeah, I think you have someone in your tail.
They're starting their women's division up next month.
Oh, what do you guys work at the shows?
New Jersey and the Mecca.
Oh, Mecca.
Yeah,
and I've heard from the. I've heard because it's you hear from the Mecca all the time, but I've never been there.
The actual
so there you
ring,
go.
the ring is actually there all the time.
All the time. Oh, then that's probably why.
So
So
they
no,
just take it in and out and build it in and out.
that's even better. That's even better. So you know, count me in. Let me know when the next show is. Maybe I'll show up.
There you go. September. September, and the last September of the month of Friday.
September the 30th.
No, it's a Friday. I think it's the 26th.
Oh, Fridays.
Yeah. They do Fridays and Saturdays, so they just flip flop back and
Oh,
forth.
nice. Two shows a weekend. Wow.
I'm gonna tell you who's gonna be there.
Who?
Jordan Grace.
Oh, that's she. Ooh, she's beating everyone then.
She's beating her. That's right.
She's beating everyone. Dude, that woman is freaking strong. Amazing.
Have you ever wrestled her?
No. She was signed. I think she's been signed with Impact for a while now, right? She's no longer with them, but she was.
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
For several. Yeah.
I thought she was still with them. No.
I don't know. I thought she finished her.
I think they're allowed to wrestle other promotions.
Oh, then maybe that's why.
Because Masha does.
Oh yeah, she does. Yeah, I've seen her here all the time. I mean, I'd say here because I'm in Connecticut, but I see her around.
Yeah,
in Connecticut all the time.
She's everywhere.
Oh yeah, she's another one that's freaking, and another one that I've been in shows that she's been at, but we're wrestling different people.
You never wrestled her?
Never wrestle her. That's on my list too. I would love to because they the same. I like her attitude in the ring. Her style is very hard hitting.
Right. Yeah, I got to see her in action in VPW because she was the women's champion at one point.
Nice.
Yeah,
See, I have to go to VPW more often.
You have to come.
I have
people.
To.
You know,
I
Chris
know.
Statlander, Wendy Chu. Everybody's coming out of VPW.
See, it's just I've been trying to go before, but I'm always like booked.
I know, radio's
to other
out
places.
The superstars.
Yeah.
All right, enough about radio. He's busy. He's gonna be busy tomorrow when he's got his hands full with the Gold Rush Rumble.
Do. I don't know if tomorrow I'm going to have a wrestling match or if I'm going to a horror movie.
I think with
Am I
Mother
right?
Endless, it's a horror movie.
Am I right? Both of them. I saw their videos and Mother Endless in the woods, and she's like tugging. I don't know.
Salem was in the woods.
Yeah, and then Salem is in the woods, and she's so mysterious, and I'm like, what is going on? I just want to have a match and win.
I don't know. You got your hands full tomorrow night.
Oh, and I'm perfectly fine. I know I've seen Mother Endless work. I know she can bring it. I'm ready for her. And I think I'm to an extent in a disadvantage here because I've been in this business for so long. There's a lot of matches in YouTube that they can watch and sort of learn my style and be a little bit prepared. Salem, I think she's starting, so I know she's gonna be hungry and she wants to win.
Right.
And I couldn't see a lot of her work. Mother Endless, I've seen her work, but I think I have the work cut out for me because I have to change a little bit my styles to kind of get them off guard. Because I know they're gonna come prepared. So I'm ready.
I'm not gonna sleep tomorrow night. Mother Endless there.
I'm ready, man.
Serena says Evie De La Rosa equals new VPW Women's Champion.
Serena, you're such a smart woman.
She is on your side tonight.
Amazing.
How are you? All right, let's do this. Let's jump out of wrestling for a moment. What is your favorite thing to eat nowadays?
To eat?
Favorite food?
Man, I love nachos. I have to just be honest.
Nachos?
I eat very clean. You don't get this if you don't eat very clean, right?
That's true.
But if I have to treat myself, nachos is the go-to. Nachos with cheese, nachos with chicken, nachos with whatever. That's my go-to cheat, if you want to call it cheat food. I'm not a sweet sort of person. No, if I have to eat it, eat that, or I'll eat pizza and stuff. But other than that, I eat very clean.
I literally just got back from the gym. So
you did?
I just walked right in, set everything up.
I'm going after this. I say I'm going. It's in my basement. I have my gym in my basement, so I'm just going downstairs.
I just came from Planet Fitness.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I have a membership for a gym, but I also have what I need here. I have a ring. My husband and I have a ring in the backyard. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So usually we go practice and then we go to the gym downstairs.
Does your husband wrestle too?
Yes. I mean, not anymore, but that's how we met. We met in Puerto Rico in a company. He was a wrestler there for before I joined.
Oh, okay. All right.
Isn't that lovely?
That's
Wrestling,
great.
joining couples together. That's how we met.
I mean, when you work with, you work with people close. I mean, it just happens.
And the funny, not funny, but the interesting thing is that we had a storyline for those that are more the smart fans. We had a storyline going in the show, and that storyline turned into
real life.
Real life. Yeah, and then we moved to the United States and we wrestle here he did too, and then he stopped wrestling. Now he does streaming games and he talks about wrestling in Puerto Rico and whatnot. It's Dr. Lucha Libre if you want to take a look at his streams.
I gotta have him on now so we can
yeah he will love that. He's insane.
Definitely. Serena, make a note of that, please.
Do it, Serena. Make it happen.
That's right. Make it happen. So you guys gonna open up your own school? Is that?
No. I mean, he could definitely teach. It's great. He's helped me put matches. Put matches together and give me tips and trains me and so on and so forth. But no, we're not. I have a lot of respect for whomever is the teacher. Mm-hmm. I think that it's key if you want to have a new group of professional wrestlers that know how to, do psychology, tell a story in the ring, and not just someone that does spots, right, and moves and whatnot. So, no, school, no, it's just for us to train and exercise and stuff. Yeah.
That's good. Every wrestler should have their own ring in their house.
Yeah, I mean, that would be amazing. They're expensive, though.
Yeah, I know. I heard.
Yeah.
All right, let's go into goals you have for the rest of the year.
Goals
you have, yeah.
So currently I have 4 championships. I'm a champion for 4 companies here between Connecticut and Massachusetts. And there's only one finger left in my hand, right?
Wow.
So I would love to fill it up with the VPW Women's Championship. Then I want to go back to Puerto Rico. I want to win the championship from the company that gave me the opportunity to be a wrestler, IWA. So that's my goal right now before the end of the year. I'm going to do it. Either BPW or both, BPW and IWA. I can start filling up my other hand.
I talked to Anthony Gangone last night, if you know who Anthony Gangone is.
What was that?
Anthony Gangone, do you know who he is?
He's in here. He's a well-known wrestler at BW, right?
He's at VPW, but he's a Titan.
Oh.
Titan Championship. So he's got like 4 belts too. He says he wants.
He does.
He wants to have 8 belts so he can call himself the Octa Champion.
But if he has that many, like I do, it means you have a lot of people after you, going after you, right?
Oh, he's got a lot of people after
He got a lot of, he has to stay on his toes, just like I always stay on my toes, because I know the more you have, the more others will get after you for them.
You got some dangerous women tomorrow. You got Mother Ellen.
Yes, I know. And I know that both of them want to win. Both of them want to have a shot at the title. So
who doesn't want a shot at a championship?
Of course, who wouldn't? But
go ahead.
Yeah, no, like I am completely confident in my abilities, Papa Tank. I know I have what it takes to.
I seen you wrestle, so I know.
Yeah,
I can see.
Yeah, I know I can be quick. Fort Salem, I know she likes to kick. I know wrestling. I know martial arts. So I'm not, I know that I have to protect myself. Mother Illness, she's crazy. I think she loves pain or something. So
I think she does too.
I'll give her something tomorrow. See if that's true.
So you know martial arts as well.
Who?
You know martial arts?
Martial arts. Yeah, of course. It's a combination. I've trained with so many different teachers of wrestling, different wrestling styles. In Puerto Rico, there's a lot of Mexican style, Japanese styles, and you have the modern wrestling, you have old school wrestling, and then I've trained in gyms, I've trained kickboxing, and you name it, just to be prepared for anything, right? Because you don't know what you're gonna encounter when you step into the ring with anyone. You got to be ready.
Absolutely. And you got your hands full tomorrow.
Yes.
Against Notorious Mimi as well.
I'm telling you, this one, I'm so looking forward to this one. We've crossed paths so many times, and we just in different different directions, and that's it's a semifinal for Test Strength Women's Championship. It's a tournament. So
Gotcha.
if I beat her, I'm gonna face another woman, and whomever wins is the first time champion. First time they have a women's championship there. So
wow.
I totally have to win that one.
Yeah, you have to win that one.
I have to win that one. I have to be the first women's champion for that company. No doubt.
We mentioned Thunder Rosa earlier. What are some of the other candidates you would like to wrestle? I'm curious now. Because, you saw Mimi, you haven't wrestled her, you haven't wrestled Salem and stuff. Is there anybody else, and kind of mentioned Masha through other things.
Yeah, Masha.
But anyone else that catches your attention?
Let me think for a minute.
I'm throwing some tough questions at you.
Mercedes Martinez. Yes. She was one, actually, when I moved to the US, I started watching Shimmer, the women's, and she was in Shimmer back then. There were a bunch of other women in Shimmer, but she was someone that I could identify with. Right. Of course, she's Latina and stuff. Right. But again, it brings me all back to the seriousness and the aggressiveness that these women that I admire, look up to, have on their matches. That's what I completely dislike the fragile looking. It might sound, not nice, but I dislike the fragile looking dancing type of look at me style wrestler. I just wanna not in my ring. Let's do this, let's have a match. Let's fight for this that we want. So I admire women that have that similar attitude.
That's awesome. Raquel Rodriguez, another Latina that springs to mind too, as well. Same with that same type of attitude. Yeah. So Mercedes would be amazing, and she still wrestles, so it's a possibility, right? Nothing is impossible. And nothing's impossible. She's wrestling at this month in the Bronx. We are wrestling. Nice. Yeah, we are wrestling against Ruthless Lala.
Oh, Ruthless! I faced Lala here in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
She is ruthless.
She is ruthless, that's right. She's quite the character too.
She is, yeah. It was a good match. I won, actually.
Did you? Oh,
I did. She beat me after, but
she's coming on the podcast. So I'm gonna have to.
She is. Tell her. I haven't forgotten what she did after I beat her. She gave me a beating after. She's a sore loser.
Serena says, "OMG, you versus Mercedes would be an absolute dream match for us fans."
Yeah. And for me as a fan, yeah.
Yeah, maybe We Are Wrestling can make it happen because Mercedes comes to New York, yes, September 8th. That's right. Maybe.
I'm up for it.
Let's go.
I'm up for it.
We're trying to hook you up, Evie, with something.
Heck yes.
A dream match or a new federation, something.
I would love that, man. I keep adding names and companies to my repertoire.
What would be your end goal, you would say? What would be your end goal in wrestling that you want to accomplish?
So my goal and my end goal. So my goal since I started in this business was to be considered as a wrestler, a professional wrestler. That someone would look at me and give me that compliment that only a few women get, which is she wrestles like a man. That to me is a compliment because it says that your skills bypass your gender, right? People look at you and they see a good wrestler having a wrestling match. That has been my goal, to be considered a woman wrestler that's a professional wrestler that you can trust that she's going to bring a good match to wherever you have the show. That has been my end goal forever.
If anybody's ever seen you wrestle, they can say goal accomplished, though.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
I tried.
I've seen you wrestling. Like, you're no joke.
Thank you, man. Yeah. That's my goal. That's when I step into the ring. That's my goal. I want to give these people a good show, a good wrestling match.
Okay. Tell me about your time. You said you were in WWE. What did you do for them?
Do you remember Tough Enough?
Yes.
So when Tough Enough was this was like 2012, 2013, something like that. So I don't know if you know, but when they are scouting talent, you keep communications with them and they send you like any emails and stuff saying, oh, you're in our radar or whatever. So I was going back and forth with them, and then I did a commercial for Tough Enough.
Oh, okay.
Up in New York, New Jersey. I don't even remember. something like that. And right after that, I was in the midst of making my decision what I wanted to do, continue with the wrestling or, continue with my
Do your thing.
professional personal life.
Right.
And I stopped wrestling in 2012, end of 2012. So I did that, and then I completely stopped wrestling. Actually, my last match was against Sacha Vance, Mercedes KB, up
Really?
here in Connecticut. Yeah.
Okay.
That,
Right before she went into WWE?
yeah, she had that match, and then she had already signed with them when she had that was her last match, and then she went to Florida and stuff.
Okay.
And then I stopped wrestling.
Well, now you can wrestle her again because
because she's around. Yeah. She's great.
Moneta.
She's a great person. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. You got a lot of good stuff going on, Evie.
Yeah. I've been around for quite a while.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah.
Any goals to go overseas at the moment?
No, overseas Puerto Rico, but no.
Puerto Rico. Stay home and stuff.
Yeah. Like I've said, there's a lot of people that have. I don't know. There's a lot. How do I put it? A lot of fans might always think that if you're a wrestler, your interest is only to go to X or it's only to go to B, and that's it. And you put your eggs in one basket. And I've never been. I think I have ADD. I want to do so many things
Gotcha.
at the same time, and I want to do them at 100%, and that's not realistically possible. So I have a lot of other goals that I had in my life, not just wrestling. That's why I said a couple of minutes back that I'm very selective with what I do, where I go, what company I work, because I want to do a lot of other things. Right. So
there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing wrong with it, but some people, they're like, oh, you should have gone here. Why did you never went there? Exactly, and I'm like,
your gut.
Yeah, exactly. I'm completely fine with what I've done in my career, and no regrets. I'm completely happy with it.
Awesome. All right. I guess we'll go into one more question. Your strategy for tomorrow at VPW's Gold Rush Rumble.
Man, I gotta watch my back. What do you think? So I know Mother Endless has no concern about hurting anyone, right? I know that her intention is to take me out. People. Right. Salem, I don't know about Salem. She's like in the border. I don't know if she wants to, I don't know if she wants to play by the rules or if she's, willing to break the rules. So I got to see how it goes at the beginning. I'm all about, following the rules. Like I said, I'm coming with a different attitude for this match, but I know I have to watch my back with Mother Endless, that I have to be quick so that she doesn't get me, because she gets me, it's going to be a problem, right, for me to get away from her grip. Right. And with Salem, I know I have to be quick because I know she likes to kick and stuff, and I don't want to get kicked in the head. So I think there's going to be a lot of evading going on. I have to do some strong moves to take out Mother Endless, maybe some submissions or some quick pins for Salem. I don't know, man. I think it's going to be an amazing challenge for me, and I love challenge and I love competition. So I'm pretty sure that all the fans that go to BPW tomorrow are in for a treat, right? They're gonna see again good professional wrestling in our match.
Definitely. And after that match, you go on to face the victor of this match, Valentina Vasquez.
And if this match is after hours, they can definitely, once I win my match, just
go right to it, right?
Put me right through. Another 3-way.
Why wait?
Why not? Make it interesting. Give the fans what they want to see.
Make it interesting. Evie, thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Thank you for having me, man. It's been a pleasure.
And it's been a pleasure too. And then let us all know where you're going to be at next and where everybody can follow you.
Yeah, so tomorrow, BPW. Next week, I'm thinking I might go to Puerto Rico again. I'm debating. There was a woman, the champion right there, that called me out. Don't call me out, because then I'm going to show up. And then next week I have against Mimi. I put all the matches, all the shows that are going to be on my Facebook and my Instagram. My Instagram is Evie_DL Rosa. And my Facebook, Evie de la Rosa. You can find me there. I don't have Twitter, man. I can barely handle these two.
Don't worry. Twitter's Instagram. No more. It's X now.
Yeah, that's more than enough. So you can follow me there to keep updates on where I'm going to be next.
That's right. As for me, I will be at tomorrow's Victory Pro Wrestling's Gold Rush Rumble. So go to victoryprowrestling.com today, because at noon tomorrow, the box office will close online. You can only get your tickets at the door. But Gold Rush Rumble is my favorite VPW event of the year. And not only will Evie will be there, Mother Endless is going to debut, Salem's going to debut, Kelsey's going to debut. A whole bunch of people are going to debut tomorrow. So many debuts over there. And then, of course, you got that tables match between Jack Tomlinson and Eric James for that VPW Heavyweight Championship. And Leo Sparrow takes on the one and only Brother Greatness. Hallelujah, Brother Greatness.
I want to watch that one.
I love Brother Greatness. He's the best. And also, from there, I don't know where I'll be in the end of the month. Maybe at the Riverfront Rumble, but I will definitely be at Titans Blaze of Glory.
Nice.
So use that QR code to get your tickets for that event as they team up with Goddesses of War Wrestling. 4 matches each, from what I was told, from each company for that special event. Oh, I'm tired, man.
Looks promising.
And then, of course, I will be at the next Wrestling Is Now show, as I am also part of their social media tour. And you can catch the latest vlog that I did at Wrestling Is Now, called The Maximo Legacy Continues, on my YouTube channel, Papa Dank, where I am seen here with my 23-6 YouTube Heavyweight Championship. As you can see, the SATs are eyeing me right there. So you guys stay away from my belt. You worry about your own promotion. Don't worry about my championship over there, guys. And then I'm also part of the Anti-Bullying MCW tour. Make sure you go to MCW for all their latest efforts and events as well. Whew, I'm tired even.
That was a lot.
That's a lot. Serena keeps me busy. She's already got me booked. Look, on August 22nd, I got Pancakes coming back. He wants to talk about his match at SWA. I got a Serpent from MCW coming up next week or week after. I don't even know the date anymore. Fun. I got the great Shauna Reed coming up Friday, August 25th. And I'm already got people in October over there from CJ Bambino coming on.
Yeah, a busy schedule. That's good.
It's a busy event. I don't want to forget my friends at New Evolution Wrestling, where they have their homecoming Saturday, October 21st. I will be at that event where Anthony Gangone takes on Walter Diaz as he wants to add more championships. It's been a long day, Evie. And become the Opta champion of all time.
I want to see that happening.
I want to see that happen. I gave him a shirt idea, so let's see if he does it. Thank you, Evie, for coming on the podcast.
Thank you, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow.
I will see you tomorrow. See everybody else at VPW. Get your tickets. Show up. Let's pack that house up. Evie, stick around for a moment. Everybody else, have a good night.